I want to say Happy New Year to all my subscribers. And to start off the new year and this new decade, I wanted to share a um, reading from a good book, a great book, that was edited and put together by Jeffrey B. Perry, called the Hubert Harrison Reader. Um, and I recommend this to anyone who wants to know of Hubert Harrison and his writings. And this is one of my favorite of his writings. It's called The Meditation of Mustapha, A Soul in Search of Itself. And according to the note here by Jeffrey B. Perry, around October the 23rd, Harrison handwrote the self-revealing piece, The Meditations of Mustapha, A Soul in Search of Itself, which opened with lines from Tennyson's In Memoriam. This material, prepared for a talk to be delivered at the People's Forum, is as close to offering a personal creed as Harris came. In it he put forth his beliefs and described his approach, which, while seeking to prove all things where proof is possible, is also willing to suspend judgment where there is no proof. And so the meditation of Mustapha begins. Perplexed in faith, but pure in deeds, at last he beat his music out. There lies more faith and honest doubt, believe me, than in half the creeds. In Memoriam. Kind Christian friends are wont to assume that all those who fail to share their faith disbelieve also in goodness, and give up those virtues which help to lift us all higher, when they give up the ancient dogmas. And they firmly believe that all those outside their shelter or their fold are bound to a sad and sordid materialism of the flesh. Yet the examples of great and good men in all times, from Socrates to Spencer and from Hadrian to Huxley, might plead for a more neighborly estimate. It would be pushing the point too far to insinuate that a good pagan is better than a good Christian, but surely it is safe to say that he is no worse. In the humble words of Thomas Akins, we ain't no thin reddos, and we ain't no blackguards too, but single men in barracks, both uncommonly like you. And perhaps if we could see into one another's souls, we might find that we could respect each other even across the gleaming gateways of the morn. But it does require something of nobility to be able to do this. Something that spiritual self-respect which stands at salute in the presence of respect in others. Be noble in the nobleness that lies in other men sleeping but never dead shall rise in majesty to meet thy own. To help in forwarding the dawning of the larger day of these souls who have wandered in search of themselves because such was their destiny, has presumed to set forth something of its find of faith and unfaith, of strange desire and desperate opinion on the primal problems, on the meaning of life, and the mystery of this life, to which no traveler from the great beyond has yet brought back a key. I believe in man, my brother, his duties and his rights. I believe in the sacrament of sacrifice and giving myself in varying degrees to those who are about me. First to my friends, secondly to my race, next to my country, and lastly to humanity. I believe that man should not live by bread alone, if to eat and sleep and dress, to run the garment of selfish success, and to play at presidents with a next door neighbor where all that there was to live and labor, for I would as lief be dead. For if these were the ends of life, wherein would man be higher than the brutes? To be tolerant of all men's honest opinions, while holding my own, while holding by my own, to follow after truth, that is given me to see the truth, to prove all things where proof is possible, and to suspend judgment where there is no proof, to continually diminish by knowledge the number of my prejudices, and to give even the devil a hearing before condemning him, to live my own life in my own way, with pleasure to myself if possible, and if not, with satisfaction at least, to try my best to make this world a little better for my being in it, and to pay back to nature something of what was expended in putting me here, to keep my face towards the light, and my feet in the way of that nobler life. These are my principles which, if I fail to keep, I hope for the charitable forgiveness of mankind, since no man was ever as good as his creed. To subsist in the grave or elsewhere until the day of resurrection, or to live on forever from everlasting to everlasting, is something for which I have had no relish even as a child. To live for a few hundred years beyond my mortal terms might indeed engage my thoughts and win me to seeming assent. But however the poet may sing, the heart of man, undriven by the dogmas of his creed, longs for some final resting place, and finds it not in the grave which opes again, to lay down once and for all the burden of life, not of life, but of existence, to make an end of being, to be done with life, its sorrows and elations, its golden tints and deeper shadows, to be done with pain and pleasure, good and evil, contentment and care, to quaff the cup of lethe, and decline into an endless oblivion. This is to me a blessed boon, a privilege greater than all the blessings of an immortal life. From too much love of living, from hope and fear set free. With brief thanksgiving, whatever gods may be, that no life live forever, that dead men rise up never, that even the weariest river winds somewhere safe to see. Then star nor sun shall waken, nor any change of light, nor sounds of water shaking, nor any sounds of sight, nor wintry leaves, nor vernal, nor days, nor things diurnal. Only the deep, only the sleep eternal, in an eternal night. Again, this is one of my favorite writings of Hubert Harrison, and I hope you enjoy it.